The doors to the Viridian Tea House are open once more. Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Fall is in the air out here in Colorado, and I love the cooler temperatures. It's just wonderful. So, I've got a ton of stuff to talk about today. So, if you're ready, let's do this. So, in terms of news, first, I want to talk about an event that I will be a vendor for this Saturday. It's through Arc Pilates, and it's the Low High Makers and Merchants Fall Festival. It's October 19th, this Saturday. The hours are from 10 to 1, and the address is 2535 17th Street in Denver. So it looks like it's going to be like 19 or 20 different vendors. I'm not sure. And actually, one of my friends is going to be there selling her artwork and her husband's woodworking. So if you are looking for something to do this Saturday and you just happen to be in Denver, stop by. Once again, it's the Makers and Merchants Fall Festival sponsored by Arc Pilates. And Jenna, thank you so much. And I look forward to going to your studio and just having a really good time. So come on, should be a lot of fun. And then this Sunday, of course, I'm a vendor for the Outpost Country Farmers Market in Golden. And Amanda, Stacy, and Joe, you guys are always so cool. And I always look forward to going because I never know what's going to happen. And the hours for that farmer's market, it's from 9 to 2. We have 2 more markets, and then that's it for the year. So if you've been meaning to come on. It's this Sunday from 9 to 2. It's always a fun time, and hope to see you there or at the Makers and Merchants Fall Festival on Saturday. Right, so in getting to the books, let me just get this out of the way. Both books do receive 5 pots of tea from Viridian Tea House. Both books that I'm going to talk about today were excellent in their own way. So let's just get started. All right, so the first one I read on my Kindle app, and I think the author told me that they were going to have the books in tangible form, I think next year, I'm not sure. It is a trilogy, and so the first one is called A Dangerous Brew, Spy Counter Killer by J. Requard. Hope you don't mind me printing this out, but my Kindle's on my phone, so that would be kind of impossible. But let me read the summary for you through my computer. Mina Prakanati, whoops, it just died on me. Mina Prakanati abandoned her life as the Jade Emperor's lover and spy master and did what few had done, made a fresh start. She built her tea shop in the imperial city of Hoslan, 2 oceans and a continent away from her old life. And most importantly, far from the conspiracies and the seductive romance behind the seat of power. Until one night when a mysterious bard arrives at her door, bearing a letter that the Jade Emperor has been assassinated. Left heartbroken and with a package containing a mystical stone, Mina brings together a new team, enlisting the cryptographer Raga Stonecleaver and assassin thief Keeper. I loved Keeper. Keeper was awesome. She seeks to run down the darkness, uncover her lover's final secrets, and kill anyone who stands between her and vengeance. Sorceress cults, secret societies, and vicious gangsters clash as the award-winning author of Atenia and A Wave of Lions brings you a new adventure where intrigue waits on a dagger's edge. Spies haunt the shadows of a magical underworld where the truth will be uncovered in A Dangerous Brew, the first book in the Spy Counter Killer series. So let's get a good look at the cover of the first book. Let me just say it was the perfect blend of fantasy, espionage, intrigue, thriller. It was a perfect combination. The chapters just kept me going. I was flicking through the pages as fast as possible. I love the fact that Mina is a tea seller. Being a tea specialist, of course, I'm going to love that. But what I really enjoyed was the detail that Jay put into the different tea blends that she either consumed or created or both. So much so that, Jay, if you're watching this, if you are interested in having themed tea blends for this trilogy, I'm serious about this. I would be honored to do tea blends inspired by your trilogy, because the first book inspired me so much. My brain was going into overdrive. But above everything else, Jay Requard is a master storyteller. He is phenomenal. I met him many years ago at a sci-fi convention, and I hadn't really seen too much of him, since me moving out west. But I kept meaning to read this book, and I'm so glad that I did. You can get this if you have a Kindle, or if you just have the Kindle app on your phone. You can download A Dangerous Brew immediately if you have the Kindle or Kindle app. But like I said, this was the perfect combination of fantasy, sword and sorcery, assassins, intrigue, tea knowledge, all of it. This was not just a dangerous brew, but a perfect brew. And like I said, it does receive 5 pots of tea from Viridian Tea House. And I was just blown away by just the story, and especially the ending. I'm not going to say anything about it except well done. Really. I loved, Jay, I love how you ended it for now. So get your Kindles out, go download A Dangerous Brew, and I guarantee you'll be immediately downloading books 2 and 3. So once again, thank you so much, Jay. What a wonderful, wonderful book, and I just cannot wait to read book 2 and 3. Really, I just can't. Right, so the next book, the second book, once again, does receive 5 pots of tea from me. I've been getting in a witchy mood lately. Not really much of a stretch for me, but I want to read more books with witches in them, nonfiction, fiction, what have you. And I heard about this particular book, and I thought, okay, I'll check it out. And again, I was blown away because it wasn't what I was expecting. And this is The Lighthouse Witches by C.J. Cooke. This was a phenomenal book. And, it's listed as horror, but I didn't feel like it was. But let me read the back of it for you. Excuse me. 2 sisters go missing on a remote Scottish island. 20 years later, one is found, but she's still the same age as when she disappeared. The secrets of witches have reached across the centuries in this chilling Gothic thriller from the author of the acclaimed The Nesting. When single mother Liv is commissioned to paint a mural in a 100-year-old lighthouse on a remote Scottish island, it's an opportunity to start over with her 3 daughters, Luna, Sapphire, and Clover. When 2 of her daughters go missing, she's frantic. She learns that the cave beneath the lighthouse was once a prison for women accused of witchcraft. The locals warn her about wildlings, supernatural beings who mimic human children, created by witches for revenge. Liv is told wildlings are dangerous and must be killed. 22 years later, Luna has been searching for her missing sisters and mother. When she receives a call about her younger sister Clover, she's initially ecstatic. Clover is the sister she remembers, except she's still 7 years old, the age she was when she vanished. Luna is worried Clover is a wildling. Luna has few memories of her time on the island, but she'll have to return to find the truth of what happened to her family. She doesn't realize just how much the truth will change her. And about the author, see if I can find anything. Here we go. C.J. Cooke is an award-winning poet and novelist published in 23 languages. She teaches creative writing at the University of Glasgow, where she also researches the impact of motherhood on women's writing and creative writing interventions for mental health. Her previous novel is The Nesting. So, like I said, this was labeled as horror. And yeah, it was a Gothic thriller. But then when the entire story unfolded, I thought, okay, this is an angle I wasn't even expecting. And it was well written and well executed. I love the characters. I had different feelings for each of the three girls and the mother and the people on who interacted with Liv and Luna, Sapphire, and Clover, and just the history. There's a lot of back and forth, but it's not confusing, and you're not going to be scratching your head going, okay, you've lost me, because each chapter adds another piece to the puzzle. And by the time you start to see the picture, it's like, oh my God, that's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. So I really enjoyed it. I, of course, love anything that deals with witches, and the extra aspect was a very nice touch. I won't go into it. I just really highly recommend reading this book. So once again, The Lighthouse Witches by C.J. Cooke does receive 5 pots of tea from Viridian Tea House. And again, I'm just trying to think, how can I don't want to give away too much, but I really liked how the smallest thing, the smallest symbol, proved to be way more than expected. And all I have to say is this: if I ever see anyone with 4 numbers carved on a part of their body, I'm going to have some serious questions to ask them because of this book. So this is a delightfully creepy mix of horror, gothic, thriller, history, anything dealing with witches, and just overall a well-told, well-written story. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, I'm about to be redundant in my words, but yes, go out and get a copy of The Lighthouse Witches, or see if your library has a copy and check it out, because I guarantee you it is perfect reading material for this October. It really is. So many thanks to J. Requard and C.J. Cooke for their wonderful books, and I can't wait to read more of their works. I really can't. So getting to the tea portion, this is a new tea through my company, and this is called Tea at 3 a.m. That I had a little problem with the ink. And this is an herbal tisane consisting of lemongrass, rose hips, and ginger. So this blend was inspired by one of my recent releases, Tea at 3 a.m. and After Dark collection. So if you follow me on social media, you know that I have been taking previously published manuscripts, stories that I've never gotten published before, and I'm breathing new life into them. So this is one of my trio of little black books, more of my adult erotica work. And so yes, I was kind of on the fence about making a tea blend for this book, and then I thought, you know what, just go ahead and do it. So both the book and the tea are available through my online store, viridianteacompany.com. And so I brewed myself a cup of tea at 3 a.m. And as I put in the description, it's a little bit sweet, a little bit exotic, and a little bit spicy, just like the book. So from me to you, tea at 3 a.m. So this is my first time trying this. I wanted to brew some of this earlier, but I thought, no, I'm just gonna wait until I record this video. So this is pretty damn good. I'm very much getting the rose hips and the lemongrass. The ginger is a little bit toward the back, and I'm very curious if once the temperature goes down, if the ginger will kind of take the forefront and then the other 2 ingredients will kind of fall to the back. But this is nicely blended, and this is something that I would drink at 3 in the morning if I couldn't sleep and I had a really good book to read. This is the perfect accompanying tea blend, for my book, Tea at 3 a.m., now available at Viridian Tea Company, as well as the tea. That is really delicious. Wow. And to also talking about re-released books of mine. So this is now available through Amazon. This is Ceylon Tea on a Thursday, 5 stories. So this was previously another book, and then another 2 books that I had gotten published through a former publisher and self-publishing. And I looked at that manuscript and I thought, you know, I can make it better. So this is the result. And let me read the back of it for you. Ceylon Tea on a Thursday is an eclectic collection of stories that shows the beauty of the human spirit. A lonely woman who can control the weather, a successful author who discovers deep love in the arms of someone quite unexpected, the past colliding into the present by way of poetry, an older man who finds himself through painting, and a professor and his former grad student take the time to breathe and enjoy tea on a rainy day. So welcome to Ceylon Tea on a Thursday. You can order this on Amazon. If you go to all my links link, there's a link to order this directly from Amazon. And if you do order it, please let me know what you think about it. Good, bad, and different. All right, so before I throw you back into the ether, let's do a quick water, tea, breathing meditation. You already know the drill, so I'm not even going to go through it. And make sure you're in a quiet spot, though. And if you're ready, let's begin. And now let's end this breathing meditation with a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Slowly open your eyes or allow your eyes to come back into focus. And now let's have a sip of your water or tea. That's really delicious. So that is all I have for today. Many thanks to Jay Requard and CJ Cooke for their wonderful, wonderful books. Y'all are amazingly talented storytellers. You really, really are. And to all of y'all for watching these videos, I thank each and every one of you so much. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. You know, I can't believe I've been doing this for over 2 years now. This just started as, what am I doing? And now I really enjoy doing this. I enjoy sharing books and tea and anything really cool that I come across with all of y'all. So thank you so much. So until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Raise your tea mug high, and remember that to drink tea is to enjoy life. I will see y'all really soon, or maybe at one of the events this weekend. Bye for now.